And now on Turbocharge Your Brand TV, it's time to Ask Dave. And Nikki Peters has a really cool question. Dave, how can I make more time? I don't get enough time. I spend so much time in meetings and nothing seems to happen from it. What am I doing wrong? What should I be doing instead? Well, the problem is, Nikki, you're not valuing your time enough. And if you don't value your time enough, neither does anybody else. Like you, I get lots of calls from people saying, can we have a meeting? They have a meeting because they want to pick my brains about their business, about their success, about online stuff, about relationships, about whatever it is. The problem is, most of people see services as something that's not as tangible as sandwiches. And so they don't want to pay for it. Or they think that your years of experience being very good at what you do, or even becoming an expert in what you do, can all be paid for by a coffee. Well, now's the time that you stop doing that. You can buy your own coffee. You can buy your own sandwiches. You're not going to do it as a freebie anymore. If people have an issue with you and they say to you, can you work with me on something, and they get really offended because you say no, well, this is a time to start offending those people who don't believe in you. What I've found from experience is many times you can go along, sit with people for an hour and a half, they write down loads of notes, they go, I love you, that's fantastic, but do you get the business? No. They pick your brains, they give it to somebody else, often a competitor in your business who's not as good as you, because they believe that they've picked your brains. I mean, there's nothing else that you can deliver. So what do? You charge them up front for that time. It might be $500, it might be $1,000. You can charge what you want. But why don't you say that when they do business with you afterwards, then you will refund that money off the overall price of what they're going to be doing with you. It's important you do that over that time, because let's face it, business is important, but when you start looking at a work-life balance, like having a family or having valuable time where you can chill out and be you, do you really want to spend all that time working on other people's business for nothing to come back in? No, I don't think so. My favorite time is being spent with my baby and my wife, period. My friends come a close second to that, but I'm more than happy to stay indoors and just play with my kid every single second of the day. You want to bring me to a meeting? Then pay for that privilege. If you don't value it, then don't pay for it. Get somebody else. And this is the clincher. When people want to Google what you do, let them do it. If they reckon they can get that information for free, let them do it. Google and other search engines are growing by the second. There's more information online than there's ever been before. And what does that make? White noise. Because when you Google something, you don't get the right answer. You get the most relevant keyword search to what it is that you're asking for. And it might be completely wrong for your business. When you talk to an expert, you get all their years of experience, a complete analysis of your problem, and an answer like that. That's why, if people want to go off and Google, they can spend hours and hours and they won't get the same answer as when they spend quality time with me. And that quality time can also mean that they save years, certainly minutes and hours, of chasing their tail and making expensive business decisions that are going to turn out to be wrong. So value your time. That way, when you value it, don't go to meetings unless you know there's a reason for going. I'm not saying you have to get money every single time. You might want to barter the resources, but value yourself, because if you don't value yourself, nobody else will. That sounds like me being a bit harsh, but sometimes you've got to really drum it into people. So Nikki, I hope that helps. If you disagree with me, by the way, please feel free to let me know. Email me at askdave at email me at dave@thelifedesigners.com, this email address here, and ask me any question, contribute with what you think, but also leave a comment on the website. Let me know what has helped you and what's really worked for you as well. If I answer your question, by the way, in the future, you will get the entire Jump and Grow Wings digital system. It's a motivational system of NLP, hypnosis, and some great books as well, and some videos too. And that you can find on jumpandgrowwings.com. So that can be yours just by asking me a question. I can't give you it easier than that. It's Turbocharge Your Brand TV.